Today, from Seattle, Washington, this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Seattle. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll...
Let's see what you got. 17.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Here's O'Connell. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I will see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
17's Mike 17.
Now O'Connell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
Let's go. Team. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Team. Hey, check. Check safety. Check safety.
Off the play fake. O'Connell. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll go Madison up the middle, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now.
17's Mike. Mike 17.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
48.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Pick up the ball.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
17's Mike. 17.
Another carry now for Madison. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On second down, this is Madison. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Move. We got 4.
Throwing on third, O'Connell. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 4 that time, and the Raiders are going to have a first and goal. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
45.
Now Geno.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing now is Geno. This is Fant on the short completion. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Geno down a throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Here we go. Bring it on, 45. Watch the run. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, yeah!
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So we got man. 45.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down.
Hey, let's get that ball.
This complete to Lockett. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Tight end. 3 down.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
41 Mike, right here.
Smith now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? From the gun, here's Smith.
Okay, just like that.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 4.
defense, let's go. Mike 17.
And they go play action here with O'Connell. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Mike 17.
Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw.
Come to my work.
It's Myers again with another catch. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Get him, boy.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
48 Mike.
Play action. Now O'Connell. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And O'Connell now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 17's Mike. Mike 17.
1st down throw, O'Connell. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 17. Right here. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Now it's O'Connell.
Watch the square.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Right there. All day, baby.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped how the guy can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Get him. Get him.
To the air again with O'Connell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, It's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
4 down, 4 down.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
I got you, son. I got you, son. 17's Mike. Mike 17.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Alexander Madison taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
45, 45, 45.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bandit. Hey, check Mike 45. Check.
And going right back to Walker. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here is 3rd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check.
Throwing is Smith.
Check. 45 to
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Stop here, D. 41's coming. 41's a mic.
Now Smith. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
4 down. Check.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Hey, here we go. Hey, 45. 45. What we got?
Back to throw, Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. To throw here, O'Connell. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the pass. Mike 17.
Now a give to Madison. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Whip, whip.
Gonna run with Madison again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mike 17, Mike 17.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
Back to throw, O'Connell.
Watch 17, watch 17. 25.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Watch the screen. Mike 17.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back with us.
Throwing, O'Connell. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill. 41 Mike, 41 Mike.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
45.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. It's a party now. Mike 17. Get that.
Throwing on 1st down, O'Connell. Open man is Myers.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
17's Mike. Mike 17.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Second down and 4.
Mike 17.
Back to throw. O'Connell. He shakes him off. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. O'Connell. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Draw play, Madison. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. This is caught by Tucker. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming.
Operating from the gun. O'Connell. That's complete right around the 8. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Operating from the gun. O'Connell. This is caught. Touchdown. Jacoby Myers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right here, 41 Mike. Check the out, check the out.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Second and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Smith.
I'm coming after you.
To the sideline and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Smith. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
That's trash. Hey, check Mike 45. Checks it up.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh. 45, come on.
Now it's Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Drop deep, drop deep. 45, 45, 45, Mike. 45.
Now Gino on first down. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Now Smith. Steps away to his left. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We own them.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Strong left, strong left, strong left. Hey, hey, hey.
Metcalf motions left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You don't want no problems with me.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here we go, here we go.
Second and a couple.
Check, 45 to Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Mike, 45. I got him.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They need 2. Here's third down.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Smith
He's checking.
able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Come on, man. Set the tone. You better do something.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
This now a 3rd and 4.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
He's ridiculous.
From 13 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his second of this first half, as he'll try again on first down here.
Hey, alert 48.
Now O'Connell.
Let's go. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's O'Connell. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a 2nd and 6.
48's the Mike. Know your job. Mike 48, Mike 48. 3 buzz.
From the shotgun, O'Connell. That's caught by Tucker. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Let's go now. Hawk 7.
O'Connell on 1st and 10.
48's the Mike. Ready?
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
48's Mike. 48.
O'Connell looking to throw yet again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready? 390%.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
2%.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a running back, Alexander Madison, who put together a solid first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On first down, it's Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
Let's go!
Trying the left side with Walker. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He wasn't ready.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's second and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Run to the ball. We got to run out.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
Check 45 to Mike.
Here's Smith.
I'm here all day.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
45's the mic. 40's up. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing now is Geno. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
High five.
Throwing again is Smith.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. Rolling to his right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Push him back.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Mike 48.
Operating from the gun, O'Connell. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Here we go. Hey, we're going to need some therapy after this. Mike 5.
After the interception, here's Smith. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Focus, defense, focus.
Now Gino.
Mike, 45.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try for the first with Walker, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Nate Hobbs there to bring him down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now 2nd and 5.
Even.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. A solid stiff arm. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 31 yards for Ken Walker. And the Seahawks are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead will shrink to 6. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now here come the Raiders. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowers. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down, check. Mike 17. Mike 17.
They'll go Madison up the middle. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 101 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. O'Connell working from the gun.
Here we go.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Mike 17. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 17.
O'Connell looking to throw on first.
Not today.
Tucker hauls it in over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 17. Mike 17.
They'll run with Madison, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Another carry now for Madison. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Mike 17.
And O'Connell now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
Man out.
Trying to improvise. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Aiden O'Connell, a 9-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. O'Connell's throwing for it. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
I'm trying to collect.
Geno now to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
45.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
Straight ahead, Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
You got it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 41's coming. 41's the most.
Play action. It's Smith. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Taking it right down Broadway. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yo. 48, 48, Mike, 48, Mike.
Now it's O'Connell. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
48, 48 for Mike. Check tight end, check.
First down throw, O'Connell. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams from 21 yards away. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. Good footwork at the 30. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
41 Mike, 41 Mike.
They'll run for it. It's Walker, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out of the gun, Smith. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't...
Touchdown, Seahawks! Noah Fant, 31 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Time, defense. Mike, 48, Mike.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Off the play fake. O'Connell looking deep for Adams. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And this offense on third down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Team.
Ball. Mike 17, Mike 17.
Throwing on first down, O'Connell. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Mike 17. It's our time.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
17's Mike.
To throw here, O'Connell.
I got you.
Open man right side, Myers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Being chased out left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, I'm coming.
Madison. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Again, Madison. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Alexander Madison with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Mike 41, we've got to wedge that.
Throwing is Smith. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Mike 45. I got one. 45's the mic.
Now it's Smith. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Third and 8.
Check.
You must be drinking.
41's the mic. 41's the
A shotgun snap for Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
On 1st and 10, Smith over the middle here to Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
41.
Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now watch run. 45.
Again, Smith.
Come off the ball, hard.
And Walker has it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
45.
Smith on 3rd down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. 1st down, here's White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 2nd and 7. Now a give to Madison. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Here we go again. Check 48's the mic.
Going to run with Madison again. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
All day, baby. They're running it.
17's Mike. Mike 17.
In your face.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
They'll go for it. O'Connell. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Smith now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 3.
All you get is a headache. Check, 45's the mic. Check.
Smith.
Be a long day for you.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Smith. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Two times. We got three, fellas, we got 3.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.